Assalam-o-Alaikum, everyone. My name is Ammar Bashir, and today I'm going to present my topic head, modifier, and complement in grammar and syntax. Language is not simply a collection of words. Every sentence has internal structure that help us to understand meaning clearly. In syntax, words are recognized into phrases, and each phrase contains important elements that perform a specific functions. Today's my presentation focuses on three major grammatical concepts: head, modifier, and complement. These concepts help us to understand how phrases are built and how meaning is created inside a sentence. By the end of this presentation, you will be able to identify these elements and understand their role in sentence structure. So, in next slide is a key concept overview. Before discussing each concept individual, let us first understand the general idea. Every phrase is usually built around three grammatical components. The first element is the head. The head is considered the central and the most important word because it determines the grammatical category of the phrase. The second is modifier. Modifier provides additional information and makes expression and descriptive. And the last is complement. Complements complete or fulfill the meaning of required by the head. Let us look at this sentence. The dog chased at the cat. So here is the sentence that the dog chased at the cat. So here the dog act as a head and the big act as a modifier and the cat as word as a complement. So furthermore, let me discuss the head. Now, the head is a central word of a phrase. It determines the syntax category and grammatical properties of the phrase. Every phrase gets its name from its head. For example, a noun phrase has a noun as its head, and a verb has verb its head, and adjective has adjective, as well as prepositional phrases have preposition in its head. For instance, the big dog. In the phrase the big dog, the word dog is head because it determines that whole phrase is a noun phrase. The head is also controls agreement and determines which element can appear with it. So we can say without the head, the phrase loses its identity. The next is the modifier. Now moving towards the second concept, modifier. A modifier is an optional element that adds extra information and description to the head. Its main purpose to make language more specific and detailed. Modifier do not change the grammatical category of the phrase. Different types of modifier include adjective, adverb, prepositional phrases, and relative clause. Example, the big dog. Big modifies dog. She speaks slowly, slowly modifies speaks. One important point that modifiers are usually optional. For example, the dog bark, the dog, the big dog bark. Both sentences are grammatically correct, but modifiers gives more detail. And the other is the complement. Now let us discuss the third important concept, which is complement. Unlike modifier, complements are generally required to complete the meaning of the head. Complements make sentences meaningful and grammatically complete. For example, the dog chased the cat. The dog chased the cat. Here the cat is a complement. If we remove it says the dog chased, the sentence sounds incomplete because the verb requires an object. Other example, she is linguist. A linguist is a complement. She relies on trust complete the meaning. Therefore, complements are essential role play an essential role in completing the sentence. So now, comparing head, modifier, and complement. Now let us compare all three concepts together. The head is necessary because it determines the phrase type. The modifier is optional and adds description. The complement is necessary because it completes the meaning. Consider this sentence. For example, the big dog chased the small cat. So if we analyze, the head is dog and chase, modifier is big and small, the complement, the small cat. This comparison helps us to understand how every word contributes differently inside a sentence. So syntax tree analysis. This slide explains syntax tree analysis. Syntax trees visually represent relationship among sentence elements. So, for example, the big dog chased a small cat. Subject noun phrase determiner is the, modifier is big, and head is dog. Verb phrase head is chase complement the small cat. Object phrase modifier small, head is cat. Syntax tree are useful that they shows that language follows structure rather than randomness. So the summary. Now we move towards the summary. To summarize today's presentation, we learned that head is essential in defining word. Modifier provides additional detail. Complements complete the meaning of the head. Syntax tree help us to understand phrase relationships visually. These concepts are fundamental in the grammar and plays an important role in modern linguistics. So to conclude, uh, I want to conclude my presentation here. In conclusion, understanding head, modifier, and complement help us to analyze language more deeply and recognize how sentences are formed. These concepts improve understanding of grammar, syntax, and linguistic structure. So thank you for listening my presentation. So I will now take your questions. If you have any questions, the comment section is open, so you can ask any question if required.